We all have a story, and our stories are what define us, what has created how we believe, how we value, how we experience, how we think, how we make our decisions. And these stories can be great ways to excel our careers, our lives, and our fulfillment. But they can also be great ways to stop us, to halt our success, to inhibit our decision making. When we don't look back at these stories from an adult perspective, we might be still running a pattern from between the ages of 0 and 7. And I'll share one of my stories that's really pertinent in my career, in my life, and in who I am today. When I was 3 years old, my next sister was born, and I was sent away to a family to be minded while my mum went to hospital. I've got four older brothers, and I made a belief that girls were weak and got sent away from the family, and boys got to stay with the family. I now know that my dad did not look after the four boys. They got farmed out too, but I must have been farmed out first. It doesn't even really matter what the actual facts were. It matters what we make it mean to ourselves. So I made it mean that girls were weak and girls got sent away from the family. From 3 years old, I decided I was not going to be a girl. I decided there was girls, boys, and tomboys, and I was going to be a tomboy boy. There was no way that I was going to be a weak girl, in my opinion, in my belief system. As a 3 year old, I ran that story as a 3 year old in my mind until I was 45 years old and I started to do my training in personal development and human behaviour. And I was blown away when I discovered that that was the root of me disowning my femininity, disowning being a woman and walking the earth, well, stomping the earth in my masculine energy 24/7. When I retrained in human behaviour and I did an exercise which actually took me back past that time and we rewrote that, and I can now look at that situation from an adult perspective. I have become a girl. I love my femininity. It's completely changed my energy and what I do and accelerated my life in so very many ways. So I want to ask you, what is your story? Are there parts of your story that accelerate you and excite you? Because my resilience and my grit that I learned through that time, I would never give away at all. But that masculine, feminine, and disowning who I truly was, that needed to go, that needed to change. So are you holding on to your stories from a mind between the ages of 0 and 7? Are you walking this earth, making decisions and using thinking that is inhibited by childlike thinking? It's something for you to think about. And if you want some help unraveling the stories, you can come and talk to an Empower Services coach. I'm Mary Jensen from Empower Services.